Hey everyone, this is Kevin DePina here, and I'm moving right along in my series of videos featuring The Charge by Brendon Burchard in my reviews by chapter. I'm into chapter 4 now, the Drive for Congruence. So I always lead off with a question, and the question I have for you right now basically is that, how do you think people define you? What words would they use to define you? And do you believe that that's true about yourself? Now, Brendon starts off the chapter talking about Michelle, this young lady who comes in for an hour session with him. For the first 35 minutes, she's just complaining about how she feels out of place with her friends, and her family has put her down her entire life, and she's just not happy. And Brendon tells her that maybe there's a possibility that there's something unique or bold or exciting in you that's dying to get out. Well, if that's the situation for you, what's bold and exciting is dying to get out for you? And he also goes on to tell her that because her self-image is so low and it's really stifling, that there's no way that she can live a charged life until she raises her standard and she's able to change her self-image. She's going to have to force herself to raise this standard and take control of the voice that's in her head telling her and making her feel the way that she's feeling. Now, when I read stuff like this, it immediately takes me back to the past when I was growing up, and I was a young man out of high school in my 20s, and I hung out with a group of guys that were a little bit older than myself, and I really admired and respected these guys and started to emulate and try to copy them, action for action, mannerism for mannerism, because I just really looked up to them, but I wasn't really being me, because then I would go home and look in the mirror and say, you're stupid, that's not you. I know you got a big nose, you look ugly, you just, you're never going to be like these guys, so why do you keep trying to copy them? And I remember I had internalized that for a long period of time, and I had begun to start working on myself and defining who I was as a person, and trying to make sure that the way I was defining myself as a person was the perceptions that other people had of me. And when I started reading this chapter, all that stuff just came back. And it's really good that it did come back, because now I can look at some steps I didn't know about to take that will help this. Like the first step, his activator step number 1 talks about, raising your standard. Okay, so that you can create a more positive self-image about yourself, and also that the events and people that were in your past that helped create this person or define who you are, you can change that. And then step number 2 was check your mood meter and make sure that it's always on positive. You're waking up with positive expectations to occur during the day. Also, make sure that you put the serious mood killers in check, like hunger, fatigue, dehydration, stuff like that. And then the third one was keeping your word by following through. And for a lot of us, we don't really know how powerful our words are. Our words can be used for uplifting, encouraging, and inspiring people, and that contributes a meaningful existence for everybody and ourselves, because we have to understand that we create a legacy of who we are by our words. Now, if I'd said anything in this video to encourage you to want to learn more about The Charge, or even learn more about me and my business, you can always message me on Facebook, or you can subscribe to my channel, my YouTube channel on youtube.com, and you get notifications when I'm uploading new videos. Or you can just click the link around this video and get in touch with me. So until next time, I look forward to talking to you about Chapter 5, The Drive for Caring. Take care.